Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, okay, in advice, sorry if there are a lot of mistakes in the preparation of words. Enjoy watching. Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well, and I hope all of you are doing fine. And I hope all of you were in good condition. Okay, everyone. My name is Popon Khafidhoh. I am from class 1B English Education. I'm a student of Swadaya Gunung Jati University and Faculty of Teachery and Education. So today, I would like to finish my middle test about English literature. So I have a task, and today I made this video to complete it, the middle test of English literature subject in my college. So I am from class 1B English education, and my student ID number is 121060039. Okay, without any feature, I will explain about Elizabethan period. Okay, Elizabethan period. Elizabeth period is now as the Renaissance period. This period first appeared in Italy in the 14th century and then spread northward towards the end of the 15th and 16th centuries. In a broad sense, Renaissance is the opening of the human mind. The works of classical Greek poets and philosophers appeared. The characteristic of the Renaissance people are free-spirited, individuality, realistic, courageous to try, eager to discover new things, and then to secularism. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, soul and spirit of Renaissance is getting stronger in England. This period was marked by patriotism, religious tolerance, social tranquility, intellectual progress, and great enthusiasm. In this era, literature is experiencing a golden age. In this history of English, Elizabeth's era includes the beginning of the period in modern English. Okay, next. This is Queen Elizabeth I. And this is Queen Elizabeth I, King Tut, Francis Drake. Okay, next. Poetry. In the Elizabethan period, there were about 1,200 poets whose works were of high quality. This proves the existence of a very intensive literature life at the time. It should be noted that almost all of the poets in their daily life were politicos, merchants, and so on. And writing poetry for them was just a sideline. This situation proves once again that the combination of thoughts, feelings, and action is the hallmark of that era. This is picture Edmund Spencer is his work, The Fairy Queen, and this is also Spirit Calendar. And this is Thomas Sackville. His famous poem is The Mirror of Magister. And this is Philip Sidney. He was always seen as the ideal great gentleman because of his critical. And this is Georgia Kampman. As a poet, he is best known for his translation of the Mind Classical the Village. And this is Michael Jordan, is creator of Plybon. Okay, next. Next is prose. In Elizabethan there are association of change in prose. First of all, it is worth mentioning John Lilly, who published his prose work entitled The Anatomy of Wit. The plot is very simple, namely the romance between Eubus and Lucilla, who is not faithful in love in any. Addition, this work contains a discussion of manners, feelings, and reflection on morals. What is new in this work is that the characters in the story are ordinary people and extraordinary, say as we find is in romance. But at that time, this work was famous for its language style, which was later called Euphuism. The style of language is too artificial, full of parentheses and exaggerated parentheses, and use long sentence. Euphuism became very popular during the period, but this popularity did not last long. Another new form of prose in pastoral romance its contexts are pastoral as usual. Only in prose I will now explain of this is the aforementioned Arcedia, Arcedia by Philip Sidney as a poet. This work is also written in exaggerated style, but this pastoral is so popular that until now the word Arcedia is a synonym for pastoral. And next, Rosa Picaros, Cronkline is the opposite of pastoral romance, both in them and style. The word picaros come from the Spanish from picaro, which means criminal, chronicle, can be seen as a pioneer of gender. Novels that are readily available today because it contains stories of a series of great adventures run by head people or rangers. The story is relative and the language style is closer and simpler. Although it still use long sentence as was censored at the time. Thomas Nash was one of the autism of the speakers, stories, and popular book, The Universe Traveler of the Life of Jack Wilson. The study of classical works carried out during the Renaissance created a critical attitude toward literary works in general. There's a new type of writing immigrant, namely literary criticism, first in Italy and then in other Western European countries, including England. Apologia for poetry, but in drama and in poetry also feels classical and Italia in Italia influence, but this external influence was due to the a stronger national spirit caused by the axiom in all fields of the Brits in the Elizabethan age in English history. The Elizabethan age includes the beginning of the modern English period, genetic grammars, which mainly use word forms to show the relationship, show relationship between words in sentence, like this in Old English have to not enter analytical, analytical grammars, which mainly use word order as well as conjunction words for the same purpose. This English feels much simpler to the question. Now, what can be done with this simpler but language the writers of the Elizabethan period demonstrated their ability to use this language as visual for drug and films. And next is drama. In this period, drama has featured an article revival which is no longer solely used to teach religion or morals, but aims to show human life. Elizabethan period playwright. Number one, John Lilly, the first playwright to write a comedy, is a comedy that describes the life and feelings of smooth cultural groups or spheres. John Lilly also developed the style of young person and is the author of Endymion, Endymion, The Man in the Moon, Alexander and Campuses. Number two, Thomas. Thomas, the playwright of the Spanish tragedy, he was the first playwright to create a drama or melodrama. Number three, Christine Topper Merlot, for play created by Merlot, Tumblr, Coates, the Joe of Malta, Edward II. And drama. Drama, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. He is a word drama poet who was born in Stafford on Avon. In Italy, he was a poet because his imagination is very varied and covers the entire human mind. Is not suppressing the Shakespeare's influence. He ventured into the English language and into the literature work produced later. Spectre works period beginning period, experimental period. Work in this period include Love, Slumber, Lost to Gentlemen of Verona, Comedy of Errors, Romeo and Juliet, Richard III, King John. Number two, period of rapid drought. Works during this period include Midsummer Night's Dream, The Merchant of Venice, Henry IV, The Merry Waves of Windsor. As You Like It and Twelfth Night, period of gold and depression. Number four, period of boom and depression. In this period, the major tragedies written includes Hamlet, Otho, Macbeth, King Lear, Julius Caesar, we saw the maturity of the soul, and the speak of artistic development. Number four, the period of calm. This period and the Scape's Republic period. Winter Tale and Tempest are among the best. Okay, next. Okay, and the last, Ben Jonson. In Italy, he was a comedy writer, but in his work, he applies classical principle in addition. He tends toward realism. The main work of Ben Jonson is experiment in his humor. Most Elizabeth playwright had a tendency toward sensationalism. Among the words of the play are Popon, Fletcher, and John Webster. There are also comedy words, namely Thomas Dekker and Philip Messenger. One thing that cannot be diced is that there were scenes of this line in drama at the beginning of the 17th century, so that English drama come to complete halt with the closing of the theaters by the Puritan controlled English Parliament. Okay. Okay. This is from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.